Dalton Donner, Miss Sawyer, the young Veronica Sawyer, and JD are gathered in the cafeteria at Westerberg High School. In the context of the story of Heathers that takes place on Earth, the scene where Veronica Sawyer meets JD for the first time. She seems very smitten by him. In the alternate take of Heathers that takes place on planet Q, Dalton Donner, the older Veronica Sawyer, as Miss Sawyer, the principal of Westbrook High School, enter the cafeteria to talk to JD and Veronica. Dalton Donner looks to JD and Veronica Sawyer and begins speaking to them. Hi, Veronica. Hi, JD. It's nice to see you. Who are you people? I'm you in the future. I'm the principal of Westerberg High School. This is Dalton Donner, a science teacher at Westerberg High School. We're dating. This is the person I'm going to be dating in the future? Yes, Miss Sawyer, it is I who you'll be dating in the future. Both the archetypal me, who is Dalton Donner, a science teacher, and Mike Meyer, the real-life person who portrays me. The real-life person who is you, known as Winona Ryder, is going to be dating Mike Meyer. It's wonderful. I agree with that. The events that take place on planet Earth at Westbrook High School are mirrored by the events that take place at Westbrook High School on planet Q, with some alternative details. Correspondingly, the events that take place in the real lives of the actors who portray the characters in Heathers will mirror somewhat the events that take place at Westbrook High School on planet Q. For this reason, Mike Meyer will be dating Winona Ryder. In the future. It is predestined for the fact that Westbrook High School on planet Q mirrors the events of Westbrook High School on planet Earth. That's amazing. Meanwhile, at Westbrook High School on planet Earth, Dalton Donner is giving a lecture to his science students about the search for extraterrestrial intelligence in the universe. He works with this branch of NASA, SETI, S-E-T-I, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. And has a lot to say about it. Good morning, students. Welcome to class. Today, I'll be discussing life on other planets. For starters, do any of you believe in life on other planets? A guy named Harlan raises his hand to respond. Yes, Harlan. Do you believe? I must admit, I am quite skeptical. I want so much to believe. I think it would be so fulfilling for the human race to interact with an alien species. What if I were to tell you that I know that life does exist on other planets? I would say that I need some bona fide evidence of that assertion to convince me. I have such evidence. Yeah, what is it? For starters, let me explain something. There's a planet known as Planet Q that mirrors the events that take place at Westerberg High School on planet Earth. There is a Westerberg High School on planet Q. With the same people. The events that take place at Westerberg High School on Planet Jondaque are an alternative take of the events that take place at Westbrook High School on planet Earth. How do you know this? I know this because I met an alien named Kando from Planet Jondaque. Kando took Miss Sawyer and I to Planet Jondaque where we saw some amazing things. Can we meet Kando? Yes, you can. As a matter of fact, he's here today. Kando walks into the classroom to greet Dalton Donner's science class. Good morning, class. I am Kando from Planet Jondaque. It's nice to meet you, Kando. It's nice to meet you, Harlan. So, what brings you to planet Earth, Kando? My wife, Isidorax, fled planet Jondaque with an alien with whom she is having an affair. My heart is broken. My love for her was more important than almost anything in my life. I have come to planet Earth to get Isidorax back. Can you forgive Isidorax for having an affair with an alien? Maybe, but only if Isidorax shoves her naked ass in my face. Suddenly, Miss Sawyer appears in the class at the door. Excuse me, class. I need to speak to Mr. Donner. What is it, Veronica? Come see me in the hallway. They go to the hallway. What's on your mind, Veronica? Would you like to go to the movies tonight? Sure, Veronica. What would you like to see? There's a movie being shown there featuring Meyer and Winona Ryder called Love Destiny. I would love to go. It's nice to look into your eyes of welcoming serenity. Oh, how I have yearned to kiss your soft lips of luxury and touch your hair. Veronica, I'll see you tonight. Dalton Donner and Miss Sawyer go to the movies that night to see the movie Love Destiny featuring Meyer and Winona Ryder at the Dream Love Theater. Mike walks up to the concession booth to buy a bucket of popcorn for himself and Winona when he sees a student of his, Bertha. Hi, Mr. Donner. How surprising to see you here. I'm here with Miss Sawyer tonight. I can see that. Suddenly, Bertha grabs some candy and a bucket of popcorn and runs out of the theater screaming. Mr. Donner looks at the theater employee in disbelief. What was that? Do you know her? Yeah, she's a student of mine. She's in my science class. That bitch is in your science class? She stole popcorn and candy from me. Yeah. It looks as though she took off with some popcorn and candy she didn't pay for. Is she a good student? Yeah. That's why I'm so surprised, Miss Donner. That's why I'm so surprised. Mr. Donner walks back to see Miss Sawyer. You won't believe it, Miss Sawyer. Bertha Chevalier stole popcorn and candy from here. Really? She stole popcorn and candy from here? Yeah. She stole popcorn and candy. She took off with the popcorn and candy. It's just popcorn and candy. Let her have the popcorn and candy. Okay. Dalton Donner and Miss Sawyer are watching Love Destiny at the Dreamland Theater. At the Dream Love Theater. Mr. Donner looks in Miss Sawyer's eyes and speaks to her. You look lovely tonight, Miss Sawyer. Thanks, Dalton. I think I need a snack. You want more snacks? Sure. That'd be delicious. What is it that you want? I would like, anything with gooey caramel in it. That's going to be delectable. I'm going to go and get that for you. Mr. Downer walks over to the concession booth and he sees a theater in play there named Penelope. Good evening. I'm here with my date, Veronica Sawyer. She has requested a snack from this here concession booth. A snack? That's what we have. Snacks. That's the only thing we have. My point exactly. That is why I came. I came because I knew I could get a snack. What kind of snack would you like? My girlfriend, Veronica Sawyer, has requested anything with gooey caramel. Gooey caramel? We don't have anything with gooey caramel. Are you being serious? You don't have anything with gooey caramel? This is a movie theater concession booth. There has to be something here with gooey caramel in it. Sure. A person might surmise that a movie theater concession booth would not, under any circumstances, be lacking in snacks containing that devilishly delightful ingredient, gooey caramel. These, however, are extenuating circumstances. Extenuating in what way? Bertha, your student, has stolen the snacks containing gooey caramel. Also, her and her minions have stopped production of any food item containing gooey caramel. She's quite an evil person. I don't know how I'm going to go on living. Life without gooey caramel? Just ponder that for a moment. What about love? You have that. Yeah, love. But I want my fucking gooey caramel. Then we must stop Bertha. I'll talk to you about this later, Penelope. I need to go see the woman I love, Miss Sawyer. I'll see you later, Dalton. Dalton Donner goes back to his seat next to Miss Sawyer. Where's our snacks? They didn't have any snacks with gooey caramel. They didn't have any snacks with gooey caramel? I love you, Veronica. That's wonderful. Where are our snacks? Bertha, my student, stole the snacks containing gooey caramel and stopped production of any food items containing gooey caramel. We must stop her. I agree. The movie starts. The stars of the movie Love Destiny are Mike Meyer and Winona Ryder. Dalton Donner looks at Miss Sawyer and speaks to her. I know something very interesting about this movie, Veronica. Yeah, what is that, Dalton? The characters in this movie, Mike Meyer and Winona Ryder, are the real life people who portray us, the archetypal characters in the realm of archetypes where fiction exists. Really? That's fascinating, Dalton. Also, since the Westerberg High School that exists on planet Jondaku shows a mirror image of the events that take place on planet Earth, Mike Meyer shall have a love affair with Winona Ryder. It is destiny. It's beautiful, Dalton. I agree. Do you know what else is beautiful? What, Dalton? You, Veronica. When I look into your eyes, my soul is transported to a plateau upon which I can gaze upon a field of immortal beauty with flowers of eternal wisdom that beckon us to consummate our predestined love. This has been wonderful. Felton Donner is sitting in the Dreamlove Theater watching the movie Love Destiny with his destined lover, Veronica Sawyer. The stars of the movie are Mike Meyer and Winona Ryder. Let's enter scene one of the movie. In this scene, Mike Meyer is in class at Pleasant Valley Meadow High School in Happy Springs, Iowa, a town that is set up in Iowa in the future. The characters that Mike Meyer and Winona Ryder portray in this movie are Mike Meyer and Winona Ryder, respectively. They are seated next to each other in calculus class because they have the same last name. They are both very quiet, reserved people, but very studious and smart. Neither of them socializes much with other students, opting instead to study their classwork instead on the weekends. They are both extremely shy. They both love learning and love challenging their minds with some of the most brilliant theories and concepts in the fields of science, math, history, philosophy, religion, psychology, physiology, and architecture of some of the most brilliant people in those fields. Mike sees Winona in the library one day at Pleasant Meadow High School. Hi, I'm Mike. I've always wanted to meet you. Oh, hi, I'm Winona at school. We have the same last name. Winona Meyer and Mike Meyer, isn't it? I noticed you looking through a book about astral projection. I'm fascinated by astral projection. So am I. My study of quantum physics, in combination with my studies of more new age topics, has given me a perspective on human life in which that which may at first glance seem to be impossibilities are really a part of a transcendent reality that indeed is sustained forever by the very nature of these transcendent realities. Hmm. Wow, Winona. We think a lot alike. I agree. This is a boring town, isn't it, Mike? I agree with that. They call it Happy Springs? This place is fucking boring. How could you be happy here? I want to get the fuck out of the Midwest and move to California to be an artist. So do I. I think we should get together and create art. Are you with me? I sure am. How would you like to go out with me to dinner tonight? That would be great. I would love to go. Okay, I'll meet you at Pierre's French restaurant at 7 o'clock. I'll see you there. Bye, Elsie. Dalton Veronica, Dalton Veronica. Dalton Donner and Veronica Sawyer are enjoying thoroughly the movie Love Destiny featuring Mike Meyer and Winona Meyer. Mike Meyer and Winona Meyer. When Dalton looks into Winona's beautiful eyes and begins speaking to her. The love between you, Winona, and Mike appears to be destiny. Do you always talk to characters in movies on the silver screen, Dalton? I feel a deep sense of a preordained love between Winona Meyer and Mike Meyer in this movie. It is my belief that in the archetypal realm where fictional movies exist, fiction takes on a reality of its own that transcends the reality that we experience. It is a reality in which awareness is heightened and sexual pleasure is enhanced to a level of both physical excitation and spiritual discovery, in which both people involved, not only have a physical orgasm, but also a spiritual orgasm that enables them to see into a reality both vast and eternal. As the consummation of their love is also their doorway to immortality. I agree with you, Dalton. Their love seems destined. I feel a deep sense of connection to some of these characters, as if I can communicate with them psychically. That's amazing. Hey, look, Veronica, it's Bertha Chevalier sitting by herself with a bucket of popcorn. Yeah, the bitch who stole popcorn and candy and stopped production of any snacks containing gooey caramel. We should talk to her. I'll talk to her soon. She's a good student. She's a very good student. She has a devious side to her and some strange personality quirks. But outside of that, she brings a unique intelligence to class discussions. She's actually kind of fun. But it fucking sucks that she stopped production of snacks containing gooey caramel. That does suck. Dalton? Yes, Veronica, what is it? You better not be cheating on me. Cheating? On you? Never cheat on you. Dalton? Yes, what, Veronica? I can see lust in your eyes. Lust? In my eyes? Maybe. It's called a lust for knowledge. I'm a teacher. I'm supposed to have that. Thanks for trusting me. I love you, Veronica. What kind of knowledge are you lusting for, Dalton? Knowledge of what that what that chick's ass would look naked? No, Veronica, it's a lust for scientific knowledge. Huh? Follow me? You are such a dork, Dalton. There you go. Don't you? You bring my soul to plateaus of enchantment. Okay. Um, oh. Yeah, okay. Oh. Okay. Ah. Ah. Okay. Miss Sawyer gives her morning talk to the students over the loudspeaker. Good morning, students. Welcome to another week of intellectual stimulation and fun at Westerberg High School. There are free donuts in the cafeteria today. Have a great week. Thanks. All of a sudden, Veronica sees Dalton outside the door to the principal's office, standing in the hallway. He gesticulates to her, suggesting that she let him in her office. She lets him in. So this is your office. I like it. You like my office? That's good. What's wrong, Veronica? You seem like you're in a bad mood. I really like you, Dalton, but I see you lusting after a lot of women. If you... It's you I want, Veronica. If I see a beautiful ass, it's hard not to look at it. You're such a beautiful romantic, Dalton. You also have a side to you that's predisposed to hedonistic sexual desires. If our relationship is ever going to work, you must learn how to find honor within yourself. I agree, Veronica. Would you like to see a movie tonight at the Dreamland Theater? What's playing there? Porky's 2. I'm just kidding. It's a romance featuring Mike Meyer and Winona Ryder titled Love Upon the Sea. Let's go. I'll see you there tonight. This is wonderful. I hope you consider me. Let's have some fun. Dalton and Veronica go to the Dreamland Theater that night to see Love Upon the Sea. When they get there, they find that what appears to be people who exactly resemble them. They also see Candoa there. Approach. They approach him to speak to him. What's going on here, Cando? Come again? I'm seeing people here who exactly resemble me, Veronica, and people in Westerberg High School. That's correct. You are standing here in the Dream Love Theater on planet Shandan Q. This is the alternate version of the Dreamlove Theater that exists in tandem with the Dreamlove Theater on planet Earth? Yes, it is. It's amazing. Welcome to the Dreamlove Theater. How did we get here, Candle? There's a spot on the premises of Westburg High School. There's a conduit through which you can travel directly to planet Chanticue. And that spot, time and space are warped in a way that a connection is formed between that location on planet Earth and that location on planet Chanticue. So when we were walking there and back of Westerberg High School, we were seamlessly teleported to Westerberg High School on planet Chanticue? That's correct. It would seem to me that if that was there, many more people would have accidentally teleported themselves to planet Chanticue. In order to pass through the conduit, you must be aligned in the exact position necessary to access it. This is a condition that is so unlikely that the probability of it happening is so staggeringly low that it doesn't seem like a realistic possibility. Somehow, you people find yourselves in the proper alignment to pass through it. Now that we're here, let's get some snacks. Yes, let's. Dalton and Veronica proceed to the snack booth where they are attended by a man. Hi. Give me a bucket of popcorn. Are you sure you want a bucket of popcorn? Yeah, man, she's sure she wants a bucket of popcorn. Now give her a bucket of popcorn. How do you really know you want a bucket of popcorn? Because there's a craving in the pleasure center of my brain. This craving sends impulses to my taste buds, causing them to salivate at the thought of eating a bucket of popcorn. Now, give me a fucking bucket of popcorn. You are not getting a bucket of popcorn. She is getting a bucket of popcorn. Give it to her. No. What do you mean, no? This is a business transaction. I give you a few measly dollars for a bucket of popcorn. Now, give me the fucking bucket of popcorn. This is the planet Chanticue version of the Dreamlove Theater. Things function differently here. Come again. Things function differently at the planet Chanticue version of the Dreamlove Theater? Yes. Yeah, but I just wanted a bucket of popcorn. Why won't you give it to me? In order to obtain a bucket of popcorn here, you must look straight into my eyes, channeling your thoughts to me. These thoughts that you are conveying to me must convey the utmost sincerity of your desire to obtain a bucket of popcorn. Obtain a bucket of popcorn? It's a fucking bucket of popcorn. It's not a yacht. I think she is worthy of it. She hasn't proven that to me. She must look deep within my eyes and express it to me mentally on a telepathic level. Okay, I'll try. Veronica looks directly into the man's eyes and tries to convince him, telepathically, that she really wants a bucket of popcorn. There you go. Can I have my fucking bucket of popcorn? No, I'm not convinced of the sincerity of this. I heard your thoughts, but I don't believe you. No bucket of popcorn shall be given to you. What? You've got to be kidding. This is insane. No, it's not. Why would she ask for a bucket of popcorn if she didn't want it? I don't know. But I'm not convinced that she wants it. Does this convince you? Dalton stares in the eyes of the man with intense fury. Here's your bucket of popcorn. I admire a man who stands up for his woman. Thanks. Dalton and Veronica proceed into their seats in the Dreamlove Theater, and Love Destiny begins. This movie is beautifully photographed. I agree. Here's a scene from Love Destiny. Mike Meyer is at home in the year 2022. He has discovered a way to travel time back to the year 1985. He drove from his home in Parkhurst, Illinois to Petaluma, California, Winona Ryder's town of her youth. When he got there, he walked around town, closely examining the nuances of the architecture, landscape, people, and places of the town. He formed such a lucid image of the town in his mind that he was able to imagine that as though he was there wherever he was. Somehow he was able to access psychically Winona Ryder's memories of growing up in Petaluma. He then integrated these memories with his imaginings of the town and was able to project the town into material reality. He found himself in Petaluma, California in the year 1985 in Winona Ryder's backyard where she was watching movies with her family. Hi, Winona. I'm Mike Meyer from the year 2022. Come again? You're from the year 2022. Yeah, Winona, I traveled time. I've always wanted to travel time. How were you able to? Through the power of my imagination, along with gaining access to your memories. My memories? I'm talking about the memories of this past that you will have in the future. That's amazing. I fell in love with you watching a movie that you are going to be in called Heathers. I think I then became obsessed with you, buying up your movies and reading about you. I wrote a song about you in the future that I planned on bringing to the past to play to you. It's called High School Dance. Would you like to hear it? Sure. Mike gets out his guitar and sings High School Dance to Winona. I love it. I've written many songs for you in the future. Would you like to travel to the future to see my home in Parkhurst, Illinois? Yeah, I would love to. How do we travel to the future? You can travel to the future by exceeding the speed of light. I've built an aircraft that exceeds the speed of light. Let's get in. Sure, that'd be nice. Mike and Winona travel to the year 2022 and go to Mike's home. I like it. I love the posters you have of me. Would you like to see my bedroom? Yes, I would. Mike and Winona go to Mike's bedroom to talk. Back in the Dreamloft Theater, Dalton and Veronica are thoroughly enjoying the movie. Great movie, isn't it, Veronica? I love it. They kiss each other and go back to Veronica's place. Dalton and Veronica are sitting on the couch in Veronica's living room talking. This is really a relaxing environment. See why they call it Lake Serenity. It's a perfect place to calm your nerves after a long week at work. Sitting on the beach, I can stare out onto the lake and let my mind wander into a labyrinth of musings and remembrances of the best moments of my life. This is where I find my inner tranquility. All of a sudden, they see a light in the sky. It is a spaceship. The spaceship lands, and from it emerges Kando from Planet Chanticleer. Hi, Dalton. Hi, Veronica. Hi, Kando. Hi, Kando. This is a beautiful lake. Would you care if I took a walk with you to the beach? Sure, Kando. Sure, Kando. Dalton, Veronica, and Kando walk from the front yard of Veronica's house to the beach. This is beautiful what you have. What's beautiful, Kando? This thing that you and Veronica have, your love. Nothing can be better than that. No material or earthly possession can compare. I agree. Our love is supremely fulfilling. Did you get Isidorex back, Kando? No, she won't have me. I cheated on her with a robot slut. Did you try to explain to her that not only was it an empty sexual experience with no love involved, but that was just a robot with no feelings, emotions, insights, or intuitions? Yeah, but she doesn't agree. Isidorex has a theory that robots can be designed to have awareness and sentience, and that because of this, it was cheating. I think that the issue here, Kando, is that for you, it was just an empty sexual experience, and that you didn't fall in love with the robot slut. You didn't fall in love with her, did you? Maybe. Maybe. This is a tricky romantic situation for me. I'm in love with Isidorex, but I've also fallen in love with Isidore with a robot slut. You love her despite the fact that she's a robot slut? I'm starting to wonder if Isidorex is right, if it is possible for a robot to come to life. If a robot can't come to life, then said robot also needs love. I started to think that the robot slut might also find it hard to find love being a slut. That's very nice of you, Kando, but I think that you should stay with Isidorex. That sounds like true love. You're right, Veronica. I probably am just desperate. I want Isidorex back so much that I turned to her. We want to help you, Kando. Your love for Isidorex is so beautiful. Do you believe in robot sentience, Dalton and Veronica? No, I don't. I think that you can't put the feelings or emotions of a human being or an alien into a robot. I don't believe in robot sentience either, Kando. Take human beings. We are made of the same matter that inanimate objects are made of. Something has brought us to life. Mind gives birth to matter. The soul is where we get our feelings and emotions. That's fascinating. Dalton, Kando, and Veronica went back to Veronica's lake house for the evening. They sat at Veronica's couch looking out at the lake. What are movies like on Planet Chanticleer, Kando? They are in many ways similar to movies on planet Earth. There are many of the same themes, such as love, heartbreak, revenge, anger, apathy, sympathy, jealousy, boredom, and good versus evil. We have found other forms of expression in our movies that I haven't seen in your movies. Something unique about our movies is that we, as aliens, can transmit images from our imagination onto a movie screen. We sit together in a movie theater and decide upon a particular alien who will star the movie. He or she sets up the plot and projects it onto the screen through imagination. When other aliens in the audience want to enhance or embellish the movie by projecting images from his or her imagination onto the screen, together our imaginations collaborate to create a movie. When we are not watching this kind of movie, we just watch standard movies. That's interesting. Look at the window, Candle. There's a male alien in a love embrace with Isidore X. I see that. They are kissing passionately by the lake. Maybe Isidore X isn't the girl for you, Candle. You cheated on her with a robot slut, and now here she is at Lake Serenity in a love embrace with another alien. I can't let go, Veronica. There's a feeling in my heart that is undeniably love. I know I cheated on her with a robot slut, but there has been no other alien that has made me feel like her. Then I think you should keep trying, Candle. You have to convince her that the feelings that you have for the robot slut are merely sexual. And that you have feelings for her that illuminate the essence of your soul, making you feel so alive that that life itself is given a new perspective by your love, which gives you both physical and spiritual pleasure. Thanks for the encouragement. Go get her, Candle. Mike, Veronica, and Candle talk in the evening. Dalton and Veronica got up the next morning and took a walk to Lake Serenity. Sure is a beautiful morning, isn't it, Veronica? Yes, it is. The temperature seems ideal. This feeling of just being alive and with your lover on a serene beach seems like the ultimate pleasure at the moment. I agree. Would you like to go to the movies tonight? Sure. The popcorn is delicious there. But does the person who sells it to you always demand that you convince them on a psychic level how much you truly enjoy the popcorn before you get it? Yeah. Why? I think that's so ridiculous. The person at the movie concession booth wants to know for sure that you are truly enjoying the taste sensation of the popcorn and buttery topping as it excites your taste buds. He or she has a lot of integrity as a movie theater employee. It still seems ridiculous to me. What movie do you want to see tonight? They're showing Jaws 4 tonight with Mike Meyer as the character that was portrayed by Richard Dreyfuss. Let's go. The evening arrives, and Mike Meyer and Mike and Veronica go to the Dreamlove Theater to see Jaws 4. They walk up to the concession booth to order popcorn. Excuse me, ma'am. My girlfriend and I would like a bucket of popcorn. You said that you would like a bucket of popcorn. Yes. That's not very convincing. You must express a desire so strong to obtain a bucket of popcorn that it manifests itself as an obsession, the non-fulfillment of which would result in you exhibiting maniacal behaviors and going on a killing spree. Listen, lady, I'm not going to go on a killing spree if I don't get my bucket of popcorn. I'm not that insane. It's just that the craving that I have for the popcorn is so intense that I really want that fucking bucket of popcorn. That's not a strong enough desire to get this popcorn. That doesn't show enough respect for how delicious this popcorn is. We want people who would go on a killing spree if they didn't get a bucket of popcorn here. A killing spree? I'm just kidding, but you really have to express the utmost sincerity of your craving for this popcorn to get it. I'm sorry. I can't. It's just popcorn. It's not that extraordinary of a pleasure. It's just a nice thing to eat. You are exaggerating the pleasure that you get from eating this popcorn. I am? Oh no, I'm not. This popcorn stimulates your taste buds in a way that heightens your senses and brings your spirit to new plateaus of human enlightenment. Yeah, right. Believe me. Believe it or not, it does. Can I please have a bucket of popcorn, man? Look into my eyes and connect with my soul on an esoteric level, convincing me that you want it. Okay, I'll try. Dalton looks in the eyes of the woman at the concession booth and tries to convince her that he truly wants a bucket of popcorn. There, are you satisfied? No, not at all. I put every amount of psychic energy that I have into trying to persuade you that I wanted a bucket of popcorn. It didn't work. Would you like to try, Veronica? Sure. Veronica looks in the eyes of the woman at the concession booth with her intense passion to get a bucket of popcorn. Here you go, Veronica. You can have a bucket of popcorn. Thanks. What? Are you fucking kidding me? She gets to have a bucket of popcorn? What did she do differently? Her utmost sincerity to obtain a bucket of popcorn was truly conveyed to me on a spiritual level. When she looked into my eyes and tried to convince me of her wanting for a bucket of popcorn, not only did she convince me of said wanting, but our souls were momentarily suspended on a spiritual plane of existence where we wallowed in the pleasure of culinary delight. I tried really hard to convince you that I wanted the bucket of popcorn. Maybe next time. Can I have some of hers? No, absolutely not. What can I have? Eh, you can have a Mounds bar and a glass of water. A Mounds bar. Those fucking suck. I don't want a fucking Mounds bar. I hate coconut. Too bad. That's all you can have. Oh, hi, Meg. Are you enjoying my Heather's? Your name is Meg? Are you enjoying my Heather's 2 performance? This is a script that I'm writing for Heather's 2. If you saw the movie Heather's, this is the sequel to Heather's. Here you go. Here's your Mounds bar. Enjoy it. I sure won't. Let's go into the theater to watch the movie. Sure. Dalton and Veronica go to the movie theater to watch Jaws 4. In Jaws 4, the shark has evolved to be able to levitate above the ocean to attack people right on the beach. This is a great movie. It sure is. Dalton and Veronica had a wonderful evening. Here's an excerpt from the movie Jaws 4 that Dalton and Veronica watched at the Dreamlove Theater. Scene 1. The characters that Mike Meyer portrays, Hugh Tomlinson, is on a boat at sea, communicating with the people at the command center. About the shark with his walkie-talkie. Is that you, Sheila? Do you read me? We have a big problem here. This motherfucking shark has really evolved. What? I didn't steal your goobers. Did you check the pantry? Then check it. Anyway, we have a massive problem. The shark has evolved to be able to have the ability to fly. What? Yes, you heard me correctly. Fly. Never seen anything so fucking terrifying. I saw a fat guy on the beach yesterday eating a hoagie in broad daylight when suddenly the shark emerged from out of the ocean and not only ate the rest of the fat guy's hoagie, but took a bite out of his face. It then started laughing. What? I'm not kidding. The shark started laughing. It must have evolved to have the ability to laugh. Never saw a shark laugh. What? Where did the shark go after it attacked the fat guy? When it was done attacking the fat guy, it boarded some kind of spacecraft that seemed to go to outer space at an amazing speed. What? Is the fat guy still alive? Yes. The fat guy is still alive. The fat guy has a part of his face missing, though. What? Okay, we'll talk about this tomorrow. Bye, I'll see you. After the movie, Dalton and Veronica went back to Veronica's lake house for drinks. They were sitting on Veronica's living room couch talking. How did you like the movie? I thought it was great. Special effects in particular are impressive. What do you think that the true meaning of life is, Veronica? That's a deep question. Might take a while for me to answer that. Life is complex. People build things. They go to work. They are entertained by other people. Then they go to bed. Then suddenly it's all over. What is important is what remains. Society and material things are temporary. And enduring love is what matters most. That is part of why I believe in immortal love. So do I, Veronica. I'm immortally in love with you. And I am in love with you. Let's go see another movie tomorrow. Sure. Dalton and Veronica had a terrific evening. Dalton and Veronica were sitting on the beach by the lake discussing Jaws 4. That was an entertaining movie that we saw. I hope there's going to be something great at the movie theater tonight. Should be. The movies at the Dreamland Theater start at 7 p.m. tonight. We should just go there. At that time and see what they have. Sure. Evening arrives and Dalton and Veronica go to the Dreamland Theater to see what they have. They walk up to the ticket booth, which is occupied by Mike Meyer, Christian Slater, and Winona Ryder circa 1989, when the movie Heathers premieres. And Dalton walks up to the concession booth to inquire about tickets. What? What do you mean, what? Are you Mike Meyer from the year 1989? Good guess. That is correct. I am. What are you doing here in 2022 at a movie theater concession booth within the archetypal realm of movies where Heathers 2 exists. Christopher Slater responds to this. Let me explain something, Dalton. Perception, born out of matter, gives a human form the illusion of existential truths. This is what is known as reality. The truth is, reality exists on an infinite expanse of permutations. Come explore another reality. What was that? That's the introduction of Mike's show, another reality that exists in the realm of material reality. I, and Winona have crossed over from the material world of reality to this archetypal realm of reality where Heathers 2 exists to show you the premiere of Heathers at the Dream Love Theater. Does this exist in tandem with the showing of Heathers in the world of material reality? Yes, enjoy the premiere of Heathers here in the Dream Love Theater. Keep in mind, Dalton, that you're not only watching the premiere of Heathers 2 in the Dream Love Theater in tandem with the showing of it in the realm of material reality, but you're also being filmed for an episode of another reality that exists in the realm of material reality. This is far off. Also remember that the series of events that take place in this have been predetermined by me, including this conversation we are having. That is amazing. It's another reality. Dalton and Veronica were sitting in their seats at the Dreamlove Theater enjoying the premiere of Heathers when a friend of Dalton's approached them. Hi, Dalton. It's nice to see you. Hi, Hugh. I haven't seen you for a long time. Yeah. It's been a while. I heard about the premiere of Heathers here at the Dreamlove Theater. I read some great reviews about it. It's supposed to be original and brilliant. I heard that too. Who is this beautiful woman sitting next to you? Oh, this is Veronica, my girlfriend. She's the principal of Westerberg High School. It's nice to meet you, Hugh. It's nice to meet you, Veronica. Where's Mindy, Hugh? I've got something to tell you. I've fallen out of love with Mindy. I found a new woman. Her name is Penelope. I thought you were in a wonderful relationship with Mindy. I reached for more out of our relationship than Mindy was able to offer me. Our life together was soulless and boring. With Penelope, I find new levels of romantic engagement that brings me to heights of both psychic and sexual fulfillment. The only problem is Penelope won't let go. She's hanging on to me. Been trying to think of ways to get rid of her. Something I thought of the other day is that if I could convince her that I am really a robot, she wouldn't want me. Do you know how hard it is to convince another person that you are a robot? You've got to try. Is she really holding on that firmly to your relationship? Believe me, Veronica, she won't let go. When I try to tell her that I don't think we belong together. She cries harder than any human being I have ever seen. Her eyes are flooded with tears. She sobs like a maniac. It's the most intensely emotional thing I have ever seen. Maybe that is a good idea, Hugh. I'm glad you're seeing it my way now, Dalton. Wow, there she is. She's here. Do you see her? She's the girl with the short blonde hair. I see her. Mindy approaches the. Hi, Hugh. Why didn't you invite me to see the premiere of Heathers with you? Mindy, I've got something to tell you. I'm a robot. A robot. You heard me correctly, Mindy. A robot. Do you want to date a robot? You're not a robot. I sure the fuck am. How do you explain all the personality and charm that you have? No robot has that much charisma. You'd be surprised, Mindy. Engineers are creating robots to be more sophisticated than ever. All of a sudden, Penelope walks into the Dreamworld Theater. She has also come to see the premiere of Heathers. Oh, hi, Hugh. I didn't know you would be here. Is this the bitch you have been dating, Hugh? Yes, it is. Who is this bitch? Oh, sorry, Penelope. This is Mindy, the woman I am trying to end my relationship with so that I can date you. Do you know how rude that is, prick? You prick. I tried to end our relationship nicely, Mindy. You just wouldn't let go. I wouldn't let go. So now you try to convince me that you're a robot? Do you really think that I was going to fall for that? I am a robot, Mindy. All of a sudden, Penelope starts letting smoke out of her eyes. She is seeming to collapse and disassemble like some kind of piece of malfunctioning equipment. Somebody help me. There's an instruction manual in my front pocket. I need repairs. I need some assistance. What the fuck? Is this a robot? Dalton pulls out the instruction manual from Penelope's front pocket. He follows the directions. He puts some spare plugs into Penelope's aortic system and reconnects some loose connections. She is now functioning perfectly. You're a robot, Penelope? Yeah, I probably should have told you. She's a robot. I'm a human being. You chose, oh, hi, Suma. You chose a robot over me? Are you still more in love with her? To tell you the truth? Yes. I've fallen in love with a female robot, Mindy. You wouldn't believe how much passion she has. She fucks with an exotic rhythm that brings me to such a transcendent, orgasmic state that I can see to the very depths of immortal love. You're not really a robot yourself, are you, Hugh? No. But I'm in love with a robot. As heartbreaking as this is, keep her. I'll see you, Mindy. I hope you find true love. Mindy goes off into the night. The rest of them watched the premiere of Heathers. They had a wonderful evening. Dalton and Veronica went back to. This is a performance of Heathers 2, a script that I wrote for Heathers 2. It's a long script. It's more of a continuing saga, and I'm about 4,000 pages into it at this point. And so, anyways, okay. It's about as long as War and Peace so far. Okay. Um, anyways, okay. Where was I? Okay. Dalton and Veronica went back to the Lake Serenity that evening and took a boat out onto the lake. It was a calm night in late July, and the air, where the temperature was both soothing and comfortable, feeling like a gentle massage to a tired body. This is so romantic, Dalton. I agree. Just to be here with you on this peaceful lake and look into your beautiful eyes is the ultimate experience of fulfillment for me. This is true romance. Yeah, I feel as though it's just you and I, staring into the face of eternally transcendent pleasure. It's not a mere fleeting physical pleasure, such as those pleasures strictly known strictly to strictly earthbound mortals. It is the pleasure of an awakened soul that truly has found love. Is the feeling of being isolated in space and time with just you and the beauty of the enlightened human mind. That was beautifully stated. I want to kiss you. Go ahead. Dalton kisses Veronica. The exquisite pleasure of kissing your soft, supple lips of luxury is a pleasure that is only heightened by my feeling of being loved by you. Our love is eternal. Would you like to go see a movie at the Dreamland Theater tonight? Sure. What's planned? A movie titled Romantic Destiny. The next evening arrives and Dalton and Veronica go to the Dreamland Theater to see the movie. As usual, they go to the concession booth to order a bucket of popcorn. They see the same woman there. How can I help you people? I'd like a bucket of popcorn. You said that you would like a bucket of popcorn? It's not very convincing. Oh, not this again. You gotta be fucking kidding me. You gonna fucking put me through this again? You're not getting a fucking bucket of popcorn unless you firmly fucking convince me of your fucking desire for it. I agree with Dalton. It's just popcorn, and he really does want it. Any patron who obtains a bucket of popcorn at this place has truly conveyed the utmost sincerity of his or her wanting for it beyond the shadow of a doubt. Must be unequivocal. Don't you think that's a slightly pretentious attitude to have about popcorn? Pretentious? Not at all. It is fucking pretentious. I agree with Dalton. It is fucking pretentious. You've tasted the popcorn. You know how special it is. If you remember correctly, ma'am, all I had was a Mounds bar. And it was disgusting as usual. If I'm not convinced on a psychic level of your wanting for a bucket of popcorn, you're not getting it. Believe me, the wanting is big. The wanting exists. Okay, both of you, look at me. Try to convince me on a psychic level of your desire to obtain a bucket for a bucket of popcorn. Dalton and Veronica look directly in the woman's eyes, trying to convince her. I'm convinced. Terrific. Give us the bucket of popcorn. The woman gives Dalton and Veronica the bucket of popcorn. They go to the theater to watch the movie. They had a wonderful evening. Dalton and Veronica went back to Veronica's lake house. Later that evening to talk and have a drink. It's where the fuck? Okay. God damn it. Dalton Downer and Veronica Sawyer thoroughly enjoyed the movie Love Destiny, featuring Mike Meyer and Winona Ryder, and went back to Veronica's lake house to have view bears and talk. Veronica rents a house that is nestled in a lake community along Lake Serenity. It is old. It was constructed in 1870, but has been restored by Veronica and some of her friends who spent an entire summer vacation helping her to modernize it. They are sitting together on Veronica's couch in her living room with a view of Lake Serenity, begin having a conversation. This is a beautiful house, Veronica. I know. I wish I owned it. You can't afford it? No, are you serious? On the money they pay me at Westerwick High School? If I moved in with you, Veronica, I'm sure we could afford it together. That would be wonderful, Dalton. I like you, but I need more time to decide if our relationship has the potential for commitment. Why would you even ponder the notion that I would consider cheating you? I've seen less in your eyes. Like I said before, it was less for scientific knowledge. I'm a science teacher. I'm supposed to have that. I'm not convinced. I think we have a beautiful platonic relationship, Veronica, and that union of souls is so valuable that I wouldn't consider discarding it for some cheap sex. The profound love that Meg and the woman could achieve together brings such a feeling of fulfillment to the mind, body, soul, and spirit that to live without it is to live an empty life, roaming the barren, soulless lands of desperation. I think we have a beautiful. I think we are beautiful together too, Dalton. But I know that you are a horny guy. I don't want you to misguide your sexual pleasure. You can trust me, Veronica. Hey, look, Mike. There's a bunch of students from Westbrook High School partying on a yacht here on Lake Serenity. They're not supposed to be here. Lake Serenity is a private community. What should we do, Veronica? Are we going to call the police on our own students? Maybe we should take a boat and talk to them. Do you feel comfortable doing that? Yeah, sure. Mike and Veronica take a boat to the yacht where the students are. Dalton and Veronica see their students partying on a yacht. They're smoking pot and drinking cases of beer. They look like they're having fun. Excuse me. Are you people aware of the fact that this is a private lake and you are not allowed to party here? A guy named Jim Randolph responds to him. Not only are we aware that we are not supposed to party here, but we also don't give a shit. Jim Randolph? You're an honor roll student. What has gotten into you? It's not what's gotten into me, it's what I've gotten into. I've gotten into reckless behavior. I've gotten into drinking. I've gotten into stealing cars. I've gotten into lewd and lascivious behavior. I've gotten into having sex with married women. I've gotten into a lot of things. All this while being an excellent student. I'm a Renaissance man. Do my eyes deceive me? Is that you, Bertha Chevalier? The bitch who stole popcorn and candy from the Dreamworld Theater and stopped the production of any foods containing that delectable ingredient, gooey caramel? Yes, it is. It is me, Bertha Chevalier, in the flesh. All of a sudden, the spaceship is seen landing on the shore of Lake Serenity, from which emerges Kando, an alien from planet Jonahue. Kando telekinetically levitates the boat and the yacht above the lake and stares up at the occupants. I am Kando from planet Jonahue. We know that, Kando. And what the fuck are you doing here? This is a private lake. I have come here in search of my wife, Isidorix. I don't think she's here, Kando. All of a sudden, a holographic image of Isidorix appears above the lake. It then teleports itself to an unknown location in time and space. That was Isidorix. She was here a few seconds ago. That she teleported somewhere in time and space. That is, I am determined to find out. We want to help you, Kando. We know that you love her. They tucked the Kando that night. Dalton and Veronica went back to Veronica's lake house that evening to discuss the events of the evening. Meeting an actual alien from another planet has been a most enthralling experience. I agree. I think that part of our purpose as human beings in this life is to discover. When we make discoveries that are transcendent, insofar as they transcend ordinary, mundane reality, our souls are enlightened as we fulfill our manifest destiny on this planet. That's also the way I see it, Veronica. What a beautiful night, isn't it? That it is. I love your lake house, Veronica. I want to see you purchase it. I would love to. I have to get home. Don't go, Dalton. Not yet. Really? Yeah. Stay the night here with me. I would love to. Do you have an extra bed? We don't need an extra bed, Dalton. You can sleep in my bed with me. You got me, Veronica. I'll sleep in your bed with you. This is so wonderful. I hope that this means our relationship is getting to a more profound place. We'll find out. They enjoyed the night. Don and Veronica were sitting on the couch in Veronica's lake house, philosophizing and having an intimate encounter when all of a sudden they saw a spaceship land on the beach next to the lake, from out of which emerged Canto and Isidorix. I don't believe my eyes, Veronica. Is that Canto and Isidorix back together? It looks like it to me, Dalton. Let's go outside and talk to them. Dalton and Veronica went to the beach to see two extremely happy-looking aliens from Planet Janica with a love embrace. I've finally gotten Isidorix back. I am so profoundly happy. I'm giving you another chance, Canto. Don't have another affair. Don't have another tawdry affair with a prostitute, and we should be fine. You have prostitutes on Planet Janica, Canto? Yes, we do. But I didn't have an affair with a prostitute. I had an affair with a prostabat. Come again? What's a prostabat? It's a robot that has been designed by engineers on Planet Janica specifically to be a prostitute for gentlemen. No gentleman would have an affair with a robot slut. It's not a robot slut. It's a prostabat, as Dorix. Have have some respect, Isidorix. A slut is a slut, Canto, so I don't have any respect. You still think it's cheating, Isidorix? Yes, Canto, it is cheating. How could that be? How can you consider that to be cheating? The prostabat is an inanimate object with no soul, feelings, emotions, or intuitions. If the prostabat is an inanimate object with no soul, feelings, emotions, or intuitions, then why were you angry when I called it a robot slut? That's a good point, Canto. Let me think about that. Maybe you're right. It brings me to another philosophical question. Does the phenomenon of human or alien love by its very existence imply that the soul does exist and that materialist science can only go so far in explaining human and alien life? Maybe, Kando. If the materialist scientists were completely right, the person could infer from their theories love's a brain state or a neuronal pattern in the human brain that perhaps is an evolutionary adaptation. What do you think, Dalton? I'm a science teacher, as you know, and I believe that love does exist, Veronica. My scientific theories are grounded in both the more materialist ideas of Einstein and the ideas of quantum physics, as postulated by such people as Erwin Schrödinger. I think the fact that you want to believe in the existence of it implies that it exists. I believe in love, Veronica. I love you. I love you too, Dalton. Let's enjoy the night. They had a wonderful night. Dalton, Veronica, Kando, and Isidorix got up early the next morning and decided to spend the day at the lake on the beach. They put all of their Supplies such as beach blankets and rafts into Dalton's Pinto and drove to the lake. Here's a conversation they had in the car. Have you ever been swimming, Cando? Yeah, Isidorix and I go to a lake in Planet Chanticleer every summer called Lake Phantasm. Why do they call it Lake Phantasm? Because there are ghosts and phantasms that linger on the lake at night. Phantasmagoric spirits can be heard at play in the rustling of the leaves in the trees and on the surface of the lake. It is a menacing presence, and yet a presence that is also exhilarating. When you make love to your lover on the lake, there's a feeling that you're being watched by these unseen entities. These specters bring out a passion in alien lovers that strengthens the love. That's beautiful. That's beautiful, Cando. They finally get to the beach. Standing on the beach is the prostitute that Cando had an affair with. She has an angry look on her face. They got out of the car to talk to her. Fancy seeing you here, Cando. What are you doing here, Barbara? I'm here to talk to you. We just had a tawdry affair, Barbara. This is my wife, Isidorix. By some turn of fortune, she has found it in her heart to forgive me for having an affair with you, you robot slut. Don't hurt her feelings, Cando. She may be a prostitute or a robot slut, but she has feelings. Is that true? Can you put feelings into a robot? Can you put the feelings of a human being or a sentient being with awareness and consciousness into an inanimate object that was created by scientists and engineers? If we could put the feelings of a human being or a sentient being into a robot, that means that people can create life. As a science teacher, that is the question that science is asking. The main question is whether matter gives birth to mind, or pardon me. The main question is whether matter gives birth to mind, or mind gives birth to matter. For the sake of argument, let's assume that a robot does have feelings. With that assumption in mind, be kind to her. She has a sentient mind and awareness. That is correct. But you are a robot slut, Barbara. I just needed a little bit of sexual arousal. That's it, Cando. If you're admitting that Barbara is not an inanimate object, but a sentient being with feelings, that I'm leaving you. In that case, it was adultery. She may be a sentient being with feelings, but they are nothing like the feelings I have for you, Isidorix. You have feelings? Good. You are really going to feel this. Isidorix kicks Cando on the balls. He starts jumping around, screaming in shrill agony. Isidorix instantly teleports back to planet Chanticleer, leaving Cando in both physical pain and heartbreak. This sucks, Cando. We feel bad for you, Cando. We'd like to help you get Isidorix back. That would be very nice of you. We would be happy to help a friend. You deserve to be happy. They talk the Cando into the evening. The next evening comes, and Dalton, Cando, and Veronica decide to go to the lake for the evening. They're sitting in lawn chairs under a beautiful moonlit night when they see a bunch of their students partying on the lake. Also in the distance, they see what appears to be Isidorix in the distance on the beach. She comes up to them and starts speaking. Hi, Cando. I have come to sit here with you and enjoy the evening. You've come back, Isidorix. I'm so happy. All of a sudden, what they thought was Isadorex reveals herself to be Tammy Tomlinson, a student at Westerberg High School, and she pulls off an alien mask to show her face. So, sorry, douchebag. I'm not Isadorex, your beloved alien lover from planet Janicu. I'm Tammy Tomlinson. This stupid bitch tricked me. You'll pay for this, bitch. Tammy, you're a very bright student. You're in honors astrophysics. What are you doing here at Lake Serenity tricking an alien? I was just goofing around. That goofing around just bought you detention, young lady. It bought her more than detention. All of a sudden, Candace psychically suspends Tammy and the people she came with above Lake Serenity. They are trapped by the power of the psychic wavelengths of energy emitted by his eyes, which create an anti-gravity vacuum in a space with repulsive forces coming at them from the other direction to keep them in a specific place. I'm going to keep you people up there for a long time. Get them out of there, Candle. Yeah, release them, Candle. They were just goofing around. I'm just goofing around too. This is fun. They're stuck up there. I could just watch them fight for their survival. This is wrong, Kando. The revenge you're seeking isn't worth it. All of a sudden, the real Isadorex teleports to Lake Serenity and appears to them. You could let them go, Kando. I can't let them go, Isadorex. They tried to trick me into thinking that Tammy Tomlinson was you. I know, I saw it. You're going to just let them get away with it? Yeah. Why? Because I have a sense of humor. What's a sense of humor? You would know what it was if you had a sense of humor, Kando. Hi, Dalton. Some aliens on planet Chandiku have evolved to get a sense of humor, and some haven't. Obviously, Kando hasn't. All of a sudden, Kando teleports back to planet Chandiku, leaving the students stuck suspended up above Lake Serenity. This is awful. Get them out of there, Isadorex. I can't. Only Kando and a few other aliens have that power. They're gonna starve up there, Isadorex. Until we get an alien here with the power to get them out of there, we could take a helicopter up to them to feed them. That'd be good. They went back to Veronica's lake house for the evening. They sat on Veronica's couch next to the window with a beautiful view of Lake Serenity. This place is so nice, Veronica. I would really want to see you purchase it. believe me, believe me, I love it too. I want to purchase it. I can't afford it. Like I said before, you could purchase it if I moved in with you. Like I said before, Dalton, I'm not sure if our relationship is strong enough. You seem to lack commitment. You have to choose whether you want to continue engaging in sexual affairs that uh, you know, are strictly physical pleasure devoid of platonic love, or you want something that is both romantically fulfilling and sexually fulfilling. I want you, Veronica. I want that transcendent feeling of being so in love that life itself is thrown into such a beautiful perspective that it's a supreme pleasure just to get up in the morning to see you. That was beautifully stated, Dalton. But a person must live up to his words. You must find the inner strength in yourself to commit to love. You can trust me, Veronica. We shall see about that. Dalton and Veronica continue to talk in the evening. They get up the next day to go to Lake Serenity. Dalton and Veronica enjoyed their day at Lake Serenity immensely and went back home. Tomorrow they had to go back into Westburg High School to start another week. They arrive at school Monday morning and go to their respective rooms. Veronica makes an announcement in the principal's office. Good morning, students. Welcome to another week. I have an announcement to make. Kando from Planet Q will be here on Thursday in a spaceship. Anybody who would like to go on a field trip? To Planet Q is welcome to join him on the spaceship, where there is enough room to accommodate the whole school. On Planet Q, we shall visit the Westerberg High School that exists there. Kando from Planet Q then proceeds to make an announcement. Good morning, students. I am Kando from Planet Q. I have an announcement I would like to make. My wife, Isidorix, has abandoned me and I am brokenhearted. If any of you see her, can you please implore her to take me back? Thank you. Meanwhile, in Dalton Donner's classroom, where his students have assembled for the morning's lecture, Isidorix is there to meet the students. Good morning, class. That cheating bastard is not getting me back. In the fair with a robot slut. Good morning, Isidorix. I see a beautiful relationship between you and Kando. He cheated on you with a robot slut. That's inexcusable. However, I think that if he redeems himself, maybe you should go back to him. No comment for now. The school day comes to an end. And Dalton and Veronica get back into the cars. Would you like to come over to see my house tonight, Veronica? I've never seen your house before. Dalton, I would love to see it. Visiting you at your house would be an act of intimacy. I need to feel more confident that our relationship is in a place of honesty to proceed with that. Oh, come on, Veronica. I doubt your sincerity. I sincerely love you, Veronica. I didn't cheat on you. But you wanted to, didn't you? Why did you say that? Dalton, whenever I see you near a beautiful woman with a beautiful ass, you can't seem to take your eyes off of her. You seem to have an ass fetish. An ass fetish? Sure, I love a beautiful female ass. But I'm devoted to you now, Veronica. Is that what you were thinking about when you stare lustfully at women with beautiful asses? Do you think to yourself, what a great ass, but I'm devoted to Veronica? I think about the fact that I'm able to look. I think that the fact that I'm able to look at these women's asses with lust and stay devoted to you shows how devoted I am to you. What do you think my ass is? You have a great ass, Veronica. You're really being honest that you haven't cheated on me? It was just lust? I swear that to you, Veronica. That's not good enough. Dalton, you're just supposed to think about me and my ass. Believe me, Veronica, I do think about you and your ass. I love your ass. I love your face. I love your hair. I love your eyes. Most importantly, I love your soul. When I'm with you, my soul is taken to a place of such numinous beauty that living without you would be such a meaningless existence that it would be just being, not living. Thanks for the ass compliment. That's your response? Thanks for the ass compliment? That's what you're interested in. You want my ass? Yes, I want your ass. More importantly, I want your immortal soul. Together we can be immortal. If you're able to convince me that you want my soul, I consider it, Dalton. You have yet to convince me that. When we were students at Westbrook High School, I used to watch you in such admiration, Veronica. You were such a brilliant student and so beautiful. I was such a shy, awkward guy. I used to see you with JD at the Snappy Snack Shack with such jealousy. I used to think that if you gave me an opportunity to be with you, you would like me so much more. I do like you, Dalton. Like and love are far apart from each other. You saw me at the Snappy Snack Shack? What were you spying on us? So I was. Big deal. Believe me or not, I'm not offended by that. It's a beautiful session. That's great, Veronica. Love it. In its most profound form, an obsession with another person. I agree. I love you, Veronica. I'm gonna try to keep getting you. I'm gonna keep trying to get you. We'll see if I'll be saying the same thing about you in the future. For now, let's just go to our respective homes. Another school day commences, and Dalton and Veronica go to their home to go to the rooms. Oh, oh, let's see. Um, it was a beautiful moonlit evening as Veronica cruised at a relaxed speed in her baby blue Porsche on a desolate road through the town of Lake Serenity. Let's stop at the convenience store in town for some booze. How about some Anchor Steam beer? Sure, I think they have that there. Veronica pulled up to the Happy Hut convenience store and walked inside. They were greeted by a tall woman with brunette hair. Welcome to the Happy Hut this fine July evening. How may I be of your assistance? Where do you keep the Anchor Steam beer? It's there in the beer refrigerator. Do you see it? I see it. Veronica walks up to the beer refrigerator and pulls out a case of Anchor Steam beer for her and Dalton to enjoy. They purchase it. There you go. Have a nice evening. Bye. Before you people go, I have something to warn you about. Warn us about. There's an unseen presence lurking about in the woods near Lake Serenity. An unseen presence? How do you know? Because I am psychically connected to nature. I was born under circumstances in which the moment, in which at the moment of my birth, the light from the formation of a cluster of stars in a galaxy not yet discovered by astronomers, only discovered in my subconscious by the traveling through time and space of my soul in a lucid dream, entered my eyes at the very moment that it reached the Earth from 7 billion light years away. How were you able to discover this galaxy in a lucid dream if it was already discovered by you at the moment of your birth? My soul has wandered the universe for time immemorial. I'm the nature goddess. And I'm the key element that brings harmony into nature. As a disembodied soul, I had this lucid dream. In it, I discovered the Penelope galaxy. At the moment of birth, the light from the cluster of stars entered my eyes, and I was born into humanity as I maintain a dual human/goddess form. It's named the Penelope galaxy. That's cool. I know. Here I thought you were just a lonely woman in a gritty apartment earning minimum wage at the Happy Hut. And it turns out that you are the nature goddess working at the Happy Hut? This is fascinating. You people have a wonderful evening. But please heed my advice. Watch out for the unseen presence. I'm not sure if it is sinister or is peaceable. Watch out for the unseen presence. Yeah, will beware of the unseen presence. So long. Dalton and Veronica drive back to Veronica's lake house and sit out on the back patio to drink and talk. What a beautiful evening. Me, you, the lake, and a beautiful summer breeze with a view of Lake Serenity being kissed by the moonlight. I couldn't ask for more. Neither could I. Do you feel any unseen presence yet, Veronica? No, I don't feel any unseen presence. How do you feel an unseen presence? I don't know. I'm trying to feel the unseen presence, but I can't. Maybe it's something that's indefinable. Maybe it's something the person can only intuit. Sure, maybe. Whatever the unseen presence is, I'm sure not feeling it. All I'm feeling is a union of souls with you, Veronica. As I look deeply into your beautiful brown eyes, I'm feeling like that too. Why do we believe in the new age hooey that we heard from the woman at the Happy Hut? I believe the woman at the Happy Hut, Dalton. I believe in the possibility of transcendent phenomenon, of truly transcendent phenomena. What good would life be if it was merely stark existence with nothing but a miserable life of struggle and then death? Sure, but that still could have just been some charlatan or scam artist. um, we'll know for sure if we ever feel the unseen presence. That's correct. Let's just enjoy the evening. Dalton and Veronica had a wonderful evening.